old to be doing this. I mean, have a look at me, I'm 21 now. And I can see some of you, like, come off it, crowd, that's 21. Not exaggerating a little bit, but I'm not. No exaggeration, I actually am 21. It's something I've found in my old age. I've become one of those grumpy old men. You know, I'm always complaining about things because I just don't know what else, you know. One particular thing I've been hating recently, and I think this is one of those relatable things. You know, it's wound up everyone from time to time. Ancient Greek paradoxes. you know what I'm talking about, yeah? So if you don't know what a paradox is, basically it's just like this situation that can't happen, that would wreck the world if it did happen, but it can't, so it doesn't matter anyway. An example would be, you know, if you go back in time and kill your parents, then you couldn't be born, but if you weren't born, you couldn't kill your parents, so they should come back, and then you would be born back at it. That one has a rare distinction from most other paradoxes because it's good. There's one in particular that really gets me. It's called the crocodile paradox, and I'll talk through the crocodile paradox. So the crocodile paradox, a crocodile has stolen a child. So it's already not ideal. You know, the child isn't injured or anything, the crocodile just has him. The kid's father comes and finds the crocodile and attempts to bargain with him. Show some agency, your child's life is in the hands of a crocodile. This is not the time for haggling. But he does, he haggles, he comes to the crocodile, and the crocodile says, with his crocodile mouth, he says, I will give you your child back if you can predict the next thing that I'm going to do. So the father says, alright, I predict that the next thing you're going to do is you're not going to give me my child back. And you see what's happened there? The crocodile has been duped. If the crocodile gives the child back, he's going against his word. If the crocodile keeps the child, he's going against his word. Okay, my question, what the fuck does any of this mean? You know, okay, first of all, the crocodile in the first place must have had some incentive to take the child, so why would it be so willing to give it back? Point two, why would the crocodile make the conditions to give that child back so specific? Point three, why did no one consider that the crocodile might have been, well, I don't know, lying? Point four, it's a crocodile, crocodiles can't talk. If it was so crucial for this character in the story to talk to the father, why wouldn't you just make it a person? Because, you know, crucially in life, there's two things that famously people do that crocodiles don't. That is talk and steal children. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it does happen. People steal children, it happens quite a lot. You know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And while we're on the point, why does it have to be a child? Why is it a child that's been stolen? I have to imagine the writer was sitting there in a paradox writing school back in ancient Greece, and his teacher was like leaning over him going like, you know, it's solid work, it's decent, it's like a solid base of minus, but you know, it needs some sharp things, but there you go. There is actually one that annoys me actually more than the crocodile paradox, believe it or not. That one's called the dichotomy paradox. I'll talk through that one as well. So the guy who made this one basically said that any journey of say 2,000 steps could be considered 2 journeys of 1,000 steps, and that's just 4 journeys of 500 steps, so on, so on, so on. And his point in saying that is that therefore motion is impossible, and any journey can be considered infinite steps. Well, no. That's not how that works. The number was getting lower. How have we moved back around? Is that how that works? You know, I've got one of those Fitbits that tracks my steps. I had to look at it today and it said, what's a step? A step? What are you trying to count your steps for? I don't know what a step is. In today's society, how can you define what a step is? I don't know any steps. I was 0 steps right there. But you know, since it exists anyway, I did try and use the logic of the dichotomy paradox to my advantage. I spoke to the organisers of this event and I said, well, you know, I know we're supposed to get 5 minutes up here, but if that could just be considered 2.5 minute sets. And really, that's just 4 sets, so you should just give me infinite time. He wasn't particularly fond of that idea. He actually threatens to take me up back and shoot me if I did that. So I think I will escape my grisly fate and leave now.